Revenge on ex-employee. This has been playing out for a little while, and the latest installment happened today. The problem child. I manage a retail store, one of many. Our owners pay really well for the job that we have to do. They only ask that we do our jobs well while we are at work. Easy. It takes a while to get up to speed with our systems, and that is all allowed for. Then there's Ezekiel. It isn't his real name, but it kind of fits. Ezekiel joined us a few months back, and after about 2 days, several of us started warning him not to take shortcuts on learning his job. Ezekiel knew better, however. He would skip steps with product warranties, and they would be rejected, which meant that someone else had to resubmit them correctly. He would neglect his allocated aisles, which brought focus onto me, so I would read him the riot act, during which he would try to renegotiate his job. He would lie to customers about product capability in order to get a sale. We are not on commission at all, so we get paid whether we do $100 as sales or $100,000. We were done with him and had planned to keep him on until mid-January. Nobody likes to fire someone before Christmas, so we opted to hold off. Ezekiel decided that any small, tiny, minor setback was an excuse to not come in to work. He thought that he had hit on a magic secret to get paid for being absent. However, we had already decided that he would go. He had also run out of leave, but was now just coming in whenever he didn't have an excuse to stay home. So, we gave him 1 week's notice of his dismissal. Unfortunately, it was in early December, but we couldn't clean up after this guy for another 5 weeks. His response was to do an even worse job than his usual low standard and left us with even more time bombs in his paperwork than normal. We have been finding this over the last couple of weeks. Fortunately, the rest of my team is a solid and cohesive group, and we have understanding customers in our area. On his last day, he left at 12 p.m. via the loading dock and didn't have the decency to notify anyone that he was leaving early. Fortunately, we have cameras, and I manually clocked him out at the time he stepped through leading bay doors. The revenge. Without asking me, he had put me forward as a referee for all of the jobs he had been applying to. I didn't appreciate the mess he deliberately left, so I have been poisoning all of these opportunities without directly defaming him. I'll give a lengthy pause before explaining that it is difficult to answer a very simple yes/no question. He has been telling these employers that he resigned. I explained that he was invited to leave. Today a recruiter rang me about a support worker traineeship he has applied for. Unfortunately, it's not looking good for him. Honestly, I think he struggles to support himself, let alone being responsible for the well-being of others. For every question that these employers and recruiters ask, I give an answer that hopefully helps to save them the same grief that my team and I had to endure. I'll set it up. Fuck you, Ezekiel.